And we're back. All right. Thank you so much, guys, for waiting. I mean, we are comparatively getting better with getting on time now. I think today we are just
15 minutes.
15 minutes. I mean, last live was half an hour. So we are making improvements in coming to like starting the live at 12 itself. All right. Thank you so much, guys, for joining in. It is amazing to come together. I mean, on a live session after a very long time. And Vishnu, it is good to be like having you with me
In the
like,
office.
in the office
In the
with
office.
you rather than just seeing you on the screen. I mean, a lot of there were I think there were a lot of hiccups that we were experiencing when we were doing the whole virtual thing, but. Man, you look good after this whole vacation. Guys, do you think Vishnu looks like amazing? He's got a glow. I think he's got the Indian home glow all over his face. All right, we're coming live. Thank you so much for all the chat, like all of your messages, and especially Ankit. Thank you for all those kind words. We were just when we started the whole setup, we saw the message and we were like, okay, you know what? We feel like there is a purpose of what we're doing. I mean, most of the times we come here is like, is it valuable? Like we start questioning ourselves with the whole live session. Like, is it going to benefit anyone? Is everyone content with what's happening with the live? But words like those kind of like brings a smile on our faces, and we want to thank you so much. Thank you for all of you guys for all of your support. I mean, this whole without you guys' support, without your love for us, it would have been pretty dry to do this whole immigration. Honestly, it's because of
I might be at home at this point. Then.
yeah, we would have been just like scrolling reels and just sitting home and just being depressed. But it's because of you guys, your support. We feel like okay, there's something we can give it to you guys. So thank you so much for joining in, guys. Today's live is gonna be dedicated just for Express Entry. We had put up a poll, I think, 2 days back, and a lot of you guys have questions regarding the trade. Questions regarding like when can I expect the next trade row, or when can I apply for my Express Entry. A lot of people are getting invitations. Congratulations for all those who got in the recent healthcare draws, Express Entry CEC draws. And a most anticipated one is gonna be the trade draw, which we can hopefully expect. I don't know. We are all hopefully expecting for that to come soon. But a lot of questions regarding that with the knock codes, with the job titles. A lot of guys have questions. We are here to just give a summary, help you out, like debrief the whole part of immigration, how it works, how can you plan your steps and everything one by one. So thank you for joining in. We have Ankit, we have Shanuj, we have Sandhya. Guys, thank you so much for joining in. Guys, if you're gonna put up a question and if you have a pretty cool YouTube handle, make sure you just put up your name so that we can address you by your name. And also, if you have any other questions outside of Express Entry, like with spousal or OINP, we might not be able to do it because of time restrictions. But if there is any sort of urgency, you want an answer today itself, Super Chat is always open, so you can message on that. Just probably like put in some money, and then you can get an answer today itself. I think that's a good intro for now. Let's head on to it. So Vishnu, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good, man. Good. Busy day.
I mean, everyone's been missing you. The first call, everyone's like, when are you guys starting the in-person consultations? We want to start talking to Vishnu. We don't want to be talking over the phone. We want to see him in person.
And I see that on last Thursday, it was really busy Thursday for an in-person appointment.
Yeah.
I was expecting that, but not that much. But still, it's very good that back in office, everything back to now normal. Meeting in person.
Are you out of your jet lag and all that?
Oh, it's all good. In India also, it was the same thing. I used to work at night, sleeping in the morning.
Yeah, we pretty much made him wake up, like sleep at 3 a.m. and all that. So it's, yeah.
Okay, guys. So two things.
Right.
Please, if there's any kind of technical issue, please do comment so that we can know that everything is proper. We are having a new setup right now. So please, if you can able to hear me, kindly put from where you guys are watching us so that we know the audio and video and everything is good. So let's start with that warm-up session in starting. So you can just put your name and put that from where you guys are watching us. Second thing, please remember we are only there for next 1 hour. So kindly put the questions which is most urgent. If you're putting question back to back, definitely we will come to your question, but we will take the most important question in the first. So if you can make your question a little bit more crispy, summarized, it would be easy for getting you a proper response. Without any further delay, let's start today's live.
Awesome. We'll start off with the questions, Vishnu. By the time we can just get a summary of what's happening. All right, we have Ankit Vyas who has asked, any chances for STEM category drop before end of this year? Work permit is expiring next month and I'm sitting around 508.
So Ankit, 508 is a really good score. Even if you are looking into CEC, the score is supposed to come down. But again, as everyone know, the Canadian immigration put more focus towards the health category. They put like a significant number of invitation towards that. That's one of the reason why there was no CEC draw. And even though the CEC draw happened after 1 month, the invitations was very less. And that leads to increase in the CRS point. But definitely answer to your question, the STEM category, at least one draw supposed to come. And if you're sitting around 508 points, definitely it's a really good score. So I would say if there is a room of improvement in your CRS point, definitely you should try to improve with your English proficiency or gaining experience. But if not, you're just waiting at this point to have a CEC to either come down or the STEM draw, which we are expecting at least one draw this year.
I think the most scariest thing that happened this last couple of months was an increase in the CRS score from, I think the last one was around 517, all the way it went to around 530.
Yes. So again, there's a logical reason behind that. So whenever something happening like this, I see that on a social media, everyone start to make a story that now the CEC draw will not come down, you will not get a PR, everyone will be going back, only 10% of the temporary resident will be getting a PR. But we need to understand one thing, that there is a quota for this year is around 395,000. If we notice that in express entry, they are still giving a good number of invitations. But right now in 2025, like from 2024 onwards, what we can see is CIC don't want to do the mistake what they have did before. Like just decreasing the CRS draw and even like going with a TR to PR kind of thing. They are very specific with, okay, who Canada needs. So if you're looking into sector base, so before that it was a knock code only, but now even in knock code, they are going with a specific sector like healthcare, education. These are getting more priority, including the French. But still, we can anticipate this to be continue, and also there are some news coming that now for next year, there are 3 more category sectors are going to be added in the category-based express entry draw. So if anyone already in Canada or you are about to come to Canada, always remember, it's not about what is your background, because you're coming to Canada like any other country. If you're moving to one of the country, you need to understand what are the requirement, what are the need of that country, and you need to study, you need to work as per that. So once again, going back to Ankit's question, 508 भाई really good CRS point for you, but अगर कोई room है कि आपका score improve हो सकता है, please try to do that.
Okay, we have a question from DP Dendi who's asked, does the CAC did the CAC draw have stop for this year? And can I know what's the safest score for this year? Because mine is sitting around 510.
Hi Dipti. So it's a really good score, 510. And once again, like I just told you, whenever the score goes high, whenever a simple draw happens, like starting of this year, everyone started to make a rumors that there is no express entry. Now the express entry will be taken down. Canada will not do no more like a category-based express entry draw, skill draw, PNP draw. Now only French is the priority. Now only Canada is going to do that sort of draw. Because again, whenever you see a draw happening, people started to tell their point of view. But it doesn't mean that that is something which CIC is deciding. If you are sitting on 5 or 10, like 510 points, if you are following us, like I always say, it's a really good score. 510 is a beautiful score for this year. The only condition for that is the bi-weekly draw has to happen, especially CEC draw or any, like even in general category, there are like almost like 20,000 like a applicant would be there who might be sitting on that kind of range. So even if we start with 3,000 or 4,000 invitation, score will definitely come down to 510 easily. But the condition is like what happened last time. They did CEC draw, but only 1,000 invitations. But then at the same time, after a few days, they did a healthcare draw for 2,500. So if you notice in healthcare, there was a dip in the CRS point. However, in the CEC, there was increased because the draw was happened after 1 month. So it's all logically correct. But yeah, I can understand from your point of view how concerned you are, even though you are having more than 510 points. Still, you are in that risk category. But I would say if there's a room to improve your CRS point, do that. Otherwise, just wait. That's the only thing which has to be done at this point. And please don't try to fall under rumors or false assurances when people say, okay, pay this one, move to RCIP provinces, move to PNP provinces. Be very careful that having a good job, at least till the time you have a work permit, make some good money. If you, even you want to go back, please don't take it as a negative. I have seen a lot of international students who go into depression, financial thinking that, okay, if they go back, how can they face the society? But always remember, there's your parents. 5-10 points, even if you have to go back end of this year or maybe next year, you can still able to get qualified for the express entry, category based express entry draw, CEC draw, if it comes. So once again, being in Canada, if you're unemployed, it's really a financial burden. Yeah. Please, 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 if you are a part of a Can family, please understand that your mental health is more important than anything else. And if there is a way that, okay, you can go back for time being, wait for the invitation, come back with PR, that's a victory for you. So think out of the box.
Awesome. Okay, Vishnu, we are getting a lot of questions, especially in CC. We've got to
let's go.
faster.
Let's go a little bit shorter.
I mean, he goes into his consultation mode all of a sudden when he sees his questions, so that's why I have to just remind him sometimes. Okay, we have Anu who has asked, hey Vishnu, could you please advise me on the medical requirements for the PR application? I have already had my medical exam for my PGWP application. Do I need to submit a new medical?
Very good question, Anu. So, Anu, if you already did a medical, it's good. So it's usually, like if you look into the IRCC regulation, it's good for 12 months. However, the public policy which came during the COVID and after COVID to prevent the exposure of unwanted COVID kind of a situation, they stopped doing the medicals, and only if it is mandatory, CIC used to request. But now the recent regulation change says that if anyone submitting the like a PR application after 21st of August, it's recommended to do the medicals. However, there's a conflicting information when we are looking into example where it says that, okay, if you have did a medicals within 5 years, you are exempt. But to my clients and to my Can family, I would strongly recommend to get the medicals if it is not within 12 months. I can understand it's maybe a financial burden on you to spend more $200, $300 something, but please, it's not that important rather than getting your PR application written saying that it's incomplete. Mm-hmm. So if you are the one who don't have a medicals which is valid within 12 months, please get that done. Biometric also the same way. If anyhow in the PR applications automatically it's come that you have to pay for the biometric, but I have noticed that during the work permit also now applications getting rejected saying that biometric is invalid. So please do your medicals, do your biometrics if it is required. Don't look into that exceptions criteria which can compromise your application.
When you also look right now, the new update came that everyone who's got the invitations, they have started to get a notification from the IRCC that they need to start doing medicals, which was prominently not there before. Why do you think there's an update like that right now?
So now, there is IRPA, Immigration and Refugee Protection Act, okay? And then there's a public policy. So it's like IRPA is a regulation which everyone has to follow. But if there is any change depending upon the economic status, depending upon some kind of crisis like COVID situation, there is always a public policy come which say that, okay, there is an exception to the IRPA.
Okay.
So medical is always required. So it was like if you look into 2-3 years back, everyone ought to do the medicals and the medical validity was only 12 months. Even though it may say that 5 years, 6 years, that medical for the CIC is only good for 12 months.
Okay.
Everyone used to do the medicals. But now after the COVID, the regulation, the public policy came in place. So then everyone started to have that exception. But now CIC is just going back saying that no, you have to do the medicals because now in PR application, there is something called as a medical inadmissibility, which is most important, that if someone has some kind of illness, some kind of a disease, at least through that medical checkup, they can able to rule out that. And CIC really is now keen on selecting who they wanted to give a PR. So definitely healthy, educated. If you have money, you are good for, like, you are doing benefit for Canada. You are the important individuals who will be getting a PR. And again, it's just like back to the old regulation. It's nothing which is something new.
Got it. Okay. Because
so Anu, if you got an answer, if Ankit, you got an answer, please give a thumbs up so that we know that you got an answer which you're looking for.
Okay, Krushi Patel has given us a super chat, but I can't find her question. Krushi, if you can just okay, I got your question. Krushit Patel has asked, any chance for trade category waiting at 517 work permit will expire in 2 months?
Krushit bhai, you don't even have to be concerned, man. Trust me. आगे देखो, 2 महीने में ड्रॉ होगा नहीं होगा इस बात की गारंटी तो कोई भी नहीं दे सकता. But with 517, I can tell you one thing: this year you will be receiving your invitation. Even though trade draw happen or not, that's something different. Definitely, if trade draw happen, you will be the one of the person who definitely will receive an invitation because that's a very high score for that particular category. But even in CIC, अगर एक और draw अगर bi-weekly में होता, you would have received the invitation. So I know it's stressful moment because you only have 2 months remaining on your work permit, but 517 is a really good score. You don't have to panic. Just wait. Like I said, CEC or trade, anything comes within next 2 months regular, you should be one of the person who will be receiving invitation. All the best. Stress mat lena bhai. Control, but ho jayega.
Yeah. All right. One more important thing, guys. If you're putting in comments, don't spam the comments because we want it to go in the most efficient and the most easiest way. So if you keep spamming, we might miss a couple of other people's questions or even your own questions. So don't do that. We will try our best to finish all the questions by today. In case if you feel, that's why we opened up this whole option for super chat. In case if you feel that your question is pretty vital, go ahead. We will get an answer for you, right?
Just one more request to all the Can family member. Kindly put one question at a time and let's give other person a chance. So if you have a question, structure in a way that one comment can have that particular question. Don't try to put multiple messages because then the whole the comment box is now getting filled with only one person comment. So please put one comment with your question. Wait for the other person to ask their question too, please. Thank you.
All right. I forgot GCC is one of our most active viewers, but I don't remember his name exactly. But he's asked, does trainee experience paid in cash from India give points for foreign work experience for CRS?
So GCC, please, I would like to know your name. Please comment below your name. I would really like to give an answer by calling out your name. So please, I'm waiting for your name. So I will answer your question, please.
Done. Going into Shanoj Yogathan, when will the trade draw happen? I think we just made the same answer. Just skip back 10 seconds, you'll get the answer for that. Okay, we're going to go to the next question. Sandy has asked, hi Vishnu, could you help me to know what are my chances of getting PR? I'm 36 years old from India with MTech and have more than 5 years of experience at Azure DevOps engineer, and I haven't given my IELTS yet.
Okay. Hi, Sandhya. One of the best profile which I would say, even though your age is 36, if you can able to improve on your...
Sorry, can I add a follow-up because I don't want to repeat it.
Yeah, sure,
she has a follow-up this thing. Please help me understand if I have any chances for PR and under which category would it be best?
So Sandhya, you are the one of the best profile which I would say will be getting a PR. But again, it's not like you have to move the province, you have to go with an employer, you have to take an immigration assistance. You just need to do one thing, and that is try to focus on your English proficiency. Please note, you might have seen like a lot of people are talking about like how 2-year course is important to get a PR, 3 years work permit is important. You have to move the community, you have to move the province, you have to pay this immigration firm, you have to go with that particular employer, pay them, work on a minimum wage, everything. But let me ask you one question to all the Can family member. How many times you have seen that a particular individual or anyone talking about that, okay man, I'm taking 2 weeks of vacation because I have to study for IELTS or CELPEP. Even I'm seeing that there is a debate going on that how important is French. But there is very lack of awareness which I'm seeing in the international community that English language, which we are studying from the time we are in school, no one wanted to improve that. So Sandhya, similar in your case, if you can improve your English proficiency, which again, sure, you are very good in English, you wrote your whole question there. Same thing, you did masters. Please focus on your English proficiency because if you can get CLB 9 with your back home experience itself, you must have received the PR by this point. Let me tell you how. Human capital priority stream. Because you have an IT background, you have an experience from back home, human capital priority stream is one of the stream where in last 5 years, even if you have a 1 year of continuous work experience, last year the draw was 460 to 480. If you could have a good IELTS score last year, you could have received an invitation. Even this year, it's possible. Try to look for a better job. Any tier 0, 1, 2, 3 is fine, but if you can able to find it in IT, well and good. But also most important, your English proficiency, and try to get all the experience letter from back home so that everything can accumulate and you will be sitting around 490, 480 points. Depending upon your family scenarios and everything, you can able to calculate. But Express Entry, FSW, so in Express Entry itself, Federal Skilled Worker, CEC, Human Capital Priority Stream, or even you can look into the STEM category. If the next year IT is back in the stream, definitely that is also one of the options through which you can able to get a PR. I hope you got an answer. Give me thumbs up if you satisfied with the answer. Thank you.
Okay, we have Akshay who's asked, I have a job offer from Manitoba as a residential care worker. I'm not sure if I should move from Ontario. I only have +2 from back home and have development services diploma over here. Can you help me or can you reply?
Yes. Hi, Akshay. So definitely that's one of the good job. Because you came after 12th, unfortunately, like it's a normal scenario that people say that, okay, you are not qualified for Express Entry. But I would say, try to look into a job which is falling under 33102 or 42201. Okay, if you have that kind of experience, try to improve your English proficiency. That's the option number one. But second option which I would like to give is the PNP. Ontario also do have a PNP. Manitoba also do have a PNP. So if you can able to get a job offer from Manitoba, ask your employer if they are ready to support for any sort of PNP. If they are ready to support for the PNP, you have to do the research that which sort of PNP you can get qualified. What are the minimum eligibility requirement? What was the last year or recent draw happened for that, and where you stand? If you have that kind of information, definitely you can move to Manitoba. It's a very good province to get the PNP. It's very more easier than Ontario, but it all depends upon your employer support. So Akshay.
All right. We have Toshank who has asked a very good question, and in which we also did a very big video. You can even find it on our YouTube. Is what about short certification courses?
Okay. So Toshank, we did a video which we can able to post in our comment
Yeah,
section.
if you want, I can ask our team to put it in the link.
Yeah.
You can go ahead and
So
find it.
that is basically explains you that how the short certification works. Please note the short certifications are not giving you any additional points. Doing the certification like PSW, early childhood care, welder, trade, like any kind of a trade kind of a relation occupation, that is just for entry to that occupation. It's not adding any benefit to your immigration point until unless you have an experience. So what you have to do is you can take any short certification course, but if you're going through an agency, request them to get you a job assistance after you completing the certification, because you will be getting benefit with that particular course only if you able to get a job also in the relevant NOC course. So again, focus is not the short certification. It's like after that, are you getting a job or not? Definitely we are going to post the link where you can able to get a detailed answer on that. All the best.
Awesome. I think he also has a follow-up question to that, Vishnu. Is more of like, what are give me 1 second. Yeah, he's from Hamilton. He also suggested what is the scope of PSW in 2026.
PSW is really good. So if you notice that in Canada, IT, healthcare, agriculture and trade and transportation basically, but this year they have taken out the IT and transportation out. But let me tell you, Canada needs these sectors. So definitely if you're doing and going into a healthcare PSW, not only it's going to help you with immigration, but also it's a very good profession. And it's a very lucrative also when you're looking into compared to other minimum wage job or a restaurant job. So very good option. If you are having a plans to go through a PSW, do it. It's really good.
Okay, what is actually the scope? Because a lot of people are into getting into this PSW. I think last 2024, 2025 beginning, everyone's main focus, of course, was to go into PSW. But now, do you think because of the over exploitation of PSW, will that create like a huge impact in the healthcare draws? Like, or like, does it make the fact that PSW, that position for the healthcare, this thing is gonna like subside slowly? That government will take it off slowly.
No. Okay, so Canada, if you're looking into, so I always tell that it's all about information, okay, knowledge. Canada, if you're looking into the population of elderly, like the individuals who are more than 60, is very high. Because that population is still growing, there is still a lot of long-term care, healthcare facilities, nursing homes, group homes. They are always developing, and Canada is one of the country which give more priority towards education, health, transportation, and IT developments. PSW, like I said, till now, if you're looking into any, like being a nurse, I'm a registered nurse in Canada, so being that experience, let me tell you, always there is a short staff in all the medical facilities, even if it is hospital, long-term care, and there is always need of a PSW. So if you're planning to do the PSW now, it's really good. But let me tell you one thing. It's just my observation that a lot of international students do PSW course, but they believe that, or their agency make them believe that doing the course is only important. But eventually what happens is, even though, like for example, 100 individuals are doing the PSW course, only maybe 40 or 50 may get a proper job, which is going to get them a PR. Rest 40 to 60% may be the one who will say that, yeah, I will look for a job later on because right now I have to pay my bills, so I'm looking into some restaurant jobs. And or they just started doing the PSW and later on they feel that no, I may not get a PR through this. Let's move to some other community or some other province.
Or they just give up like midway, not getting any jobs. All they do is like probably apply in the main cities and stuff,
Yes.
and they just give up, like
And it's very common thing.
Yeah.
Like trust me, in next few months you will start seeing the reels. You will start to see the video saying that I have did PSW. It has no use, so I am just going back to India.
Yeah.
Okay. Again, those people who are making that kind of video are literally not got either a proper guidance or they have a lack of information. Because now in Canada, take this in writing. If someone is belong to a healthcare sector or agriculture sector, skilled one, or a trade, like for example, a person who have an experience as a mechanic or a construction, these kind of people will never be unemployed. Even the IT professionals who have a good experience from a good company, even on spousal open work permit, they come here, their visitor visa, they come here, they find a job easily. So it's not like Canada is not giving a job. It's about, okay, if you did a certification and you just do for the sake of getting the certification, no use. If you're going through an agency, you need to ask them before you pay the money that, okay, I'm doing this course, but can you help me to get a placement? And again, not just a placement like which is subsidized by the government or something. Subsidy is not a proper employment. You need to get hourly wage. Yes, one more thing, let me clear. Agencies are right now spreading a lot of fake rumors saying that while studying the PSW course, if you are doing some placement and it is coming under the government subsidy, that experience is counted towards the experience. Please note, it is not. Because any experience which is paid hourly, you get T4 and you have a pay stubs. Only those experience you can able to claim towards your express entry, towards your PNP. If something where government is subsidized, there is no hourly wage. They are just paying you a chunk because you are doing that particular course and the agency is just helping you to get some money back. Please don't fall under that kind of false assurances. Do the program, tell the agency that I want hourly wage job. If you can able to help me with that, I'm ready to enroll for it. Very important thing, because now I'm noticing last from 6 months, a lot of people who are approaching me saying that, sir, I do have a PSW certification, but I'm not getting a job. That is very common. Like if you are living in a GTA, you are living in a city area, already it is overpopulated. So try to look outside the city areas where still the employment shortage is there, and there you can able to find a job which can even the employer able to support you for the PNP, other immigration applications.
Okay, and going into as a follow-up question to the courses, I think Toshank has a question like, can you suggest some short-term courses?
So my best list for the short-term courses are PSW, which a person can do from 3 to 6 months around. ECA, Early Childhood Care course, which you can do from 3 months to 1 year. If you want to do full-fledged course, 1 year. If you want to do a short course, 3 months only. Third one is welder. Fourth one is gas fitter. So it's HVAC technician, gas fitter kind of course. It's again, let's say around like 5 to 6 months of course. Truck driver license, AZ license. I know there are people who will saying that no, there is no opportunity for the truck driver. But again, whatever I'm telling you now is not for this year, because this year, as you see, even though the trade knock codes are there, there's no draw happening.
Yeah.
So I'm telling you from the next year point of view, because now, if you notice that last year there was a lot of IT jobs and trade jobs over there, but this year it's all taken out. And if you notice that those knock code which was taken out, that is the most common knock code where people was doing the fraud, like running a payroll, going through an employer, just somehow getting the employment. So CIC took that off. Next year, once again, if the trade and IT comes back, people will again start running for this knock code. But if you are the part of a CAN family member, I wanted to make you ready for next year that, okay, if you are in IT, don't try to switch your job. Try to boost your CRS. If you are having an AZ license, try to stick there, because trucking is a backbone of Canada, transportation. So it will come back for sure. As per my understanding and my understanding about immigration and economy, it should come back. So if you are doing that, definitely you can able to get a PR. But most important thing which I will tell about the trucking is there are a lot of employers who are shortage of having a good drivers. So if you are the one who's working with a Canadian employer outside GTA, please, outside GTA, ask your employer about the PNP support. They will be ready for that. So again, there are opportunities available. Just you need to understand the reason behind that.
Geeta, as a compliment, is saying you have very good presentation skill.
Thank you. I learned that from my nursing course. So we need to do a lot of presentation, but again, I'm a little bit introvert. Recently, that all the skills which I'm getting of extrovert is from Abel.
Introvert. Just kidding. Very good.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Geeta, for the compliment.
Thank
All right, we have Sri who has asked, "Hi, I'm working as a landscaping supervisor and I have a CRS of 435. What is your opinion about it?"
Hi, Sri. You need to look for other options too. Even though you're working as a landscaping supervisor with a 435, as of now, the opportunities are very less. You should rule out other options. Now it depends upon your employer, your profile. So better talk to any immigration firm or call us. Need to look into your profile or based upon your employer, the other options will be coming up. But 435, don't just stick there. It's a risk for you.
All right, let's go. We have a super chat. We have two super chats. All right, we have Mandeep Singh who has asked, "I'm working for OINP skilled trade with for CRS of 425 score."
Hi, Mandeep. If it was last year, Mandeep, it was a really good one.
He also said his work permit is expiring.
Okay. So, hi, Mandeep. So, now for the skill, even though if you are not working with an employer, so bhai, let's go in Hindi, right? Mandeep, right?
Yeah,
Mandeep. So, Mandeep bhai, अगर मान लो यार स्किल ट्रेड कैटेगरी जो है, इसका एक पॉजिटिव साइड ये है कि अगर मान लो आपका वर्क परमिट खत्म भी हो गया, अगर आप कनाडा के अंदर हो, स्टिल यू गेट क्वालिफाइड टू अप्लाई अंडर दिस पर्टिकुलर कैटेगरी फॉर नेक्स्ट 1 ईयर. सो इट्स बेसिकली 2 ईयर बोलते हैं, जिसमें कि 1 साल का एक्सपीरियंस हो गया और 1 साल आप वेट कर सकते हो फॉर द ड्रॉप. नाउ विथ 425, अगर ये लास्ट ईयर में होता तो इट वॉज अ रियली गुड स्कोर. लास्ट साल हमने यार करीबन 3 से 4 ड्रॉ देखे थे, जो कि 400 से 435 के बीच में था. बट फॉर दिस ईयर अनफॉर्चुनेटली आई डोंट रिकमेंड यू टू जस्ट स्टिक ऑन विद दैट वन पर्टिकुलर ऑप्शन. हो सकता है तो बाकी वाले ऑप्शंस ट्राई करो देखने के लिए. अगर मान लो आपका एम्प्लॉयर क्वालिफाइड है, अगर आप कहीं और सेम नॉक कोड में जॉब ले सकते हो, AIP, RCIP देख सकते हो, बिकॉज 435 इट्स नॉट दैट ग्रेट स्कोर, बिकॉज अभी तक कोई ट्रेड ड्रॉ हुआ नहीं है पहली चीज़. और अगर होता भी है, अगर वो स्कोर अगर मान लो लास्ट ईयर के कंपैरेटिव 450 पे चला गया, देन यू विल स्टार्ट टू मिस. सो अगर हो सकता है तो अपना IELTS इंप्रूव करो or start looking for a better employer who can able to support you with the PNP. That would be my recommendation. Mandeep bhai.
We have another question from Darshan as well. He's I'm working as an electrical engineering technologist for almost 2 years and saw it's there in STEM. As I don't see any STEM draws, can you please guide?
So Darshan, right?
Darshan Philip.
Yeah. Hi Darshan Philip. So hi bhai, how are you doing? So good one that you have a 2 years of experience, you are in the express entry, you are already qualified for STEM, but now it come back to what is your CRS point. Because if you are a person who is sitting around 470, 480, STEM draw even come, like last year the STEM draw happened was only one time, that is a 491. And for example, your CRS point is too low, you will be missing that. So better, my recommendation to you would be, if you have a 2 years of experience already in that, go and talk to your employer if they are ready to support you for the foreign worker job offer stream in Ontario. Okay, that's one. Second, try to boost your CRS point as much as it can, so that even if the stem draw is coming one time or two time, and if it is around 500, which is a guessing that stem draw will be very high. So if you're coming around 500, then yes, you have a good probability of getting a PR. Otherwise, you should start looking for other options like employer dependent PR, like PNP, RCIP, AIP, those kind of options. Darshan?
Guys, also do like this video if you're getting your answers, or even putting up a thumbs up can help us understand, okay, that the information was informative.
Please like it, man.
Yeah,
Again,
please.
that is how they get promoted now.
Yeah, please do, like, show some love, like one like is one prayer.
And he is the only reason, like he and his team, who make me work on the weekend, allowed to be with my family at least for 2 days.
I don't know if it's a good thing or it came out as a good thing or a bad thing, but I'll still take it as a compliment.
No, but for the Can family, really, like he put that idea and his team put an idea to do a live, so that those Can family members who just have a small questions can able to get an answer very fast.
Yeah.
So proud of you, bro.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. And we have just a follow up for those two people. I'll just go ahead. Darshan has a follow up. He said, I have a work permit till next year mid. Can I extend it if on my common laws PGWP and prove
The relation.
the relationship?
Darshan, congratulations, brother, first of all. Second thing, definitely you can able to go on a spousal open work permit. So you will get a work permit until her postgrad work permit is there. But please note the spousal open work permit requirement, if the person is on a postgrad work permit, that the knock requirement, that she need to have a proper knock code which is eligible for spousal open work permit. But yes, if she already have a job, full-time, 3 pay stub, you don't even have to be concerned. You can definitely go on a spousal open work permit based upon your common law relationship. Reach any immigration firm or you reach us, we can take care of it. It's not a big deal, man. All the best.
And Mandeep also has a question. I'm working with the same employer and he's telling me that he can support me for LMI and have been working as a mechanic supervisor at Mr. Loop for the last 3 years.
मनदीप भाई, तो अभी तक आपका PR क्यों नहीं हुआ? अगर 3 साल से अगर आप लोग like a mechanic supervisor बन के काम कर रहे हो, last year the skill trade draw, you would have already received the invitation, man. So again, there might be something which I'm missing. कि यार आपका अभी तक PR क्यों नहीं हुआ? क्योंकि usually with 1 year of experience like a supervisor in mechanic, you would have already be PR and that don't need a license. So please, अगर आप किसी immigration firm के through जा रहे हो, you should take a second opinion. अगर आप नहीं जा रहे हो, then you should ask any immigration lawyer or consultant to look into your profile and tell what are the possibilities, because भाई 3 साल का experience क्या चाहिए? 1 साल का experience चाहिए होता है to get qualified into skill trade. And last year 400 से लेके 435 के बीच में इतने सारे ड्रॉ हुए. So I would say मनदीप भाई, you should look into considering some recommendation and get evaluated your profile. But you should be one of the best profile which I would say based upon your experience. But हो सकता है आपका IELTS अच्छा नहीं है, improve करो यार. मैं फ्रेंच पढ़ने नहीं बोल रहा हूँ, मैं इंग्लिश पढ़ने बोल रहा हूँ. कर दो.
All right, let's go to the next couple of questions. We're going to rush it up. All right, we have Aishwarya who has asked, we have Mohammed Arafat who has asked, a supervisor role in shoppers, is it eligible job to apply for spousal open work permit?
No. So hi Mohammed, Assalamu alaikum bhai. No, it's not. You need to go into one of the knock code which is approved by spousal open work permit. My team will put the Instagram page where we have put all the knock codes there. You can able to go there and you can look into. Pharmacy assistant, I think it is there. So अगर आप अपने employer से बात कर लो and you can able to switch to a pharmacy assistant, that can help you with your PR as well as a spousal open work permit. But again, I'm not sure about the spousal open work permit, that knock code is there or not. Please, we will be posting that link जहाँ पर आप जाके देख सकते हो and you can able to go and see there whether that particular knock code is there. But definitely not the supervisor.
Okay, Aishwarya has a question. Any idea if when there will be a CC draw for 525, can we expect one this year?
Yes, definitely. 525, definitely it should be coming down. There's like less than 6,000 or 8,000 applicant would be there at this point. So if even like 3,000 or 4,000 invitations comes 2 times, we are again looking the score drop to around 521 easily. So you're good. 525 is a really brilliant score for this year.
All right. A lot of you guys, your questions are a little repetitive. That's why I'm just, if you're getting a lot of those questions, we will ask again. But if you can go back to the live a little bit, you can find like, especially Jacob's question, Jacob and Sugraju. Hi, your question is like, can we expect a trade draw and what are the exchange, what is the range? Vishnu already explained it like I think 5 questions back. You can just go back and look into it. If we are getting more questions, we'll definitely explain again, right?
But yeah, this again, join the live in the starting always. But once we post the live also, you can able to go back and you can able to see it. Also, we will take very important part of the live and we will definitely post it on an Instagram reel so that again, that can able to educate you guys.
All right.
And do share the link with your friends. If someone have any questions, they can also join. But if in case we cannot able to answer your question, don't worry. Just save your comment, put that once the live is posted, definitely you will get a response to your comments.
All right, we have Kranti who's asked, hi Vishnu, I'm Kranti here from Toronto. I wanted to ask if for my brother, he's waiting for a cook draw in CEC. Will it come this year? I think
Hi
it's the
Kranti.
same trade draw, right?
Yeah, trade draw. Hi Kranti, how are you doing? Kranti, it's my best friend's name. So Kranti, yes, cook, draw, trade supposed to come, but again, it depends upon now your brother's CRS point. Even if the draw comes, the draw is supposed to be around 500 or more than 500 because now each and every one who is working as a, like if you're looking into a general trade knock code, all the knock codes, around 90% of the people will be working as a cook nowadays because each and everyone who is working in restaurant will be getting an experience letter as a cook, and that literally spoiled the whole trade category draw. So yes, it should be coming, but now it depends upon your brother's CRS point. If its score is more than 500, good positive, but if not, then he might need to wait.
He also has a follow-up, sir, that he has got 2 new jobs and both are like knock jobs of a food and beverage supervisor manager, where one being part-time and one is a full-time.
Okay, so it's just my opinion. I don't usually recommend any of the CAN family member or whoever take my consultation. I'll be very honest, do not work in a food industry or service industry because from last 1.5 years, what I'm noticing is CIC is not giving priority for these 2 sectors at all because there are a lot of people who are already overqualified working in this. If your brother is already working in a food and beverage, good, but he need to work on his IELTS score, boost the CRS, or he need to go with the employer dependency because other than that, it's not that easy to get a PR. Even you go through any of the process, if the person is working in a food industry and service industry. It's just my observation. It might be wrong, but till last 1.5 years, it's proving with all the factors that it's not a good field to work in food industry and service industry for now. So ask your brother to improve his CRS point and look for employer support.
All right, Anmol Nupin has a question. How one here for undergrad diploma from non-medical shall plan for PR?
So hi Anmol, it depends upon now your profile. So I always say that it's not that PR is difficult to get. No, still the people are getting PR, and in CAN family we have thousands of approval. We are getting it. We are getting that approval not because that we are doing some magic. It's all about that how your profile is there, how you have where you're working, what are the employer requirements. So it depends on all those factors. So I would say go talk to any immigration consultant or lawyer who's reputed. Let them see your profile and let them tell you what are the options you have because it's all depends upon your background of education, experience and everything.
Okay.
And more.
We have Rashid who has asked, hi, I'm on a spousal open work permit. So my question is that can I create an express entry profile as primary applicant because my employer can help me with the carpentry knock code?
Rashid, beautiful man. Why you are waiting? You should go and create your profile. But again, it's not that you have an employer and you have a knock code. You need to identify which is the process which has a higher possibility to get a PR. Now, most of the immigration firm or agent, they only tell you, yes, you have a job, you have an employer support, yeah, you're qualified. That's not the way. You need to look into which particular immigration pathway get you the PR. So for example, if you have an employer, you are getting as a carpenter, you can get into skilled trade worker stream. So you need to look into what was the last draw, how much CRS point you're sitting on, and what are the probabilities. You may get qualified into category-based express entry draw. You may get qualified into CEC because if you have an experience here. But all these factors depending upon now your profile. So once again, look into your profile, compare with the recent draws in the particular stream, and look into where you stand. That can tell you who should be the primary applicant. But all the best. If you have a good employer, you are safe.
All right, and we have a super chat, Vishnu. His Manthan who has asked, is it okay to modify or remove job from work experience section after ITA and changes? Does it make a difference in the CRS? That doesn't make a difference in the CRS.
Okay, so Manthan, it's like a gray area. Okay, so now, as per the IRPA, even after getting the invitation, you can make the changes. That is totally fine. But now it depends upon what our section you are going to make the changes, and is it changing the basic application on which you have received an invitation. So if you are saying that you are going to be modifying the experience, now you need to put an explanation letter and proper supporting documents to justify the reason of change. Otherwise, CIC will put your application under scrutiny. That's a stage 1. If they are not satisfied with that, they can release the procedural fairness letter. That is stage 2. And if they are not satisfied with the reasoning, they will refuse your application. That is the stage 3. So avoid this 3 stages. Try to do one thing, and that is explanation letter before even the CIC officer asks you that. Just be safe. All the best.
Kranti said, thank you, Vishnu, for answering my question. And Rashid has said, I have 2 experience in the carpentry, not COVID.
2 experience. Man, Rashid, your profile is really good, man. But again, it depends upon now, like I said, in the starting of this live, people talk about all the things where you can spend more money, you cannot achieve, like learning French, changing the province, looking for employer, paying the immigration firms. But please guys, if you are a CAN family member, focus on the minimum English requirement. If you can just focus on CELPIP or PT, now TOEFL is also about to join the same criteria, but try to get CLB 9, that can get you the PR with a higher CRS point, and especially if you are under the carpentry skilled trade, all the best. You should be getting a PR.
Guys, we're heading to the last half an hour of the live. I'm so sorry. We're getting a lot of questions, Vishnu. I think we'll have to wrap up a little faster, okay?
I'm trying.
Okay, we have Gibish who has asked, is December and Jan a good time to visit India considering I've recently received my IT in the healthcare field?
Gibish. Like one comedian is there, right?
Gibish.
Yeah. A stand-up comedian is someone's name match. Okay, Gibish. You can go to India, man, anytime you want. You are not a slave, or you are not bonded with anything. If you already receive an invitation, you submitted your application, you can go anytime. Now, the point is, even if your application is completed, CIC will send you a completion letter where they will ask, okay, if you are in Canada, outside Canada, that time also you can come back and you can just do your P1 and P2. But it doesn't matter. You get an invitation, you created a profile, you submitted a PR application, you can go to India anytime. Man, it's your vacation. Go, enjoy, come back. All the best. Stay safe. Bye.
Tata. Okay, Hashim has a question. Hi, can I apply for open work permit before my PGWP expires?
Okay, so Hashim. Hi, Hashim. Now it depends upon how you can get an open work permit. That's the thing. Like if you have a spouse who can able to sponsor you, definitely you can. If you have LMI, then you can get closed work permit. If you have submitted your PR application, then you can get an open work permit. Or if you have a PNP approval, then you can do a closed work permit. But these are the only ways to get a work permit in Canada, other than going with asylum and agency. But to my CAN family, let me tell you, you might hear people will say that, yeah, I got a 2 years of work permit, now I will get my citizenship, I will get my PR. You only hearing one side of story. Ask me, I will tell you hundreds of stories where because of these kind of recommendations from some greedy lawyers, literally international students spoil their life. So please don't do that. Only if you are eligible, it's safe, go through the process, otherwise stay away from them.
Okay, we have Praveena who says a score of 477 with experience from India in cybersecurity. Is it a good idea to create the express entry without CEC? I'm currently in Alberta, completing my 2-year program.
Praveena. Hi Praveena, Sugalle. So Praveena, 477 is a really good score. You are qualified under FSW and you can create your profile. So for example, ipo FSW related. Oh, I'm going in Malayalam. Back to
English.
Okay, so 477. is a really good score. So if you wanted to create a profile, definitely you should create your profile, because now there are certain PNP streams are there, express entry based PNP, which can able to get you the PR. So like one of the common example is human capital priority stream. It's in Ontario. Even though you studied in Alberta, your experience is from back home. If it is within 5 years, 1 year continuous work experience, you create your profile. If you could have created with the same score last year, you would have already received the invitation, because last year 3 to 4 draw under the human capital was happened around 460 to 480 points. So yes, you can create your profile. Once you complete your program, start looking for CEC, add that also, because once you have a 1 year of experience, your score will definitely go beyond 520. That's a really good score. So yeah, you should create your profile as per my recommendation.
Pendu Life Vlogs has a question about skill trade draw. You can go into the couple of questions before Vishnu has explained it. I'm going to skip it for now. Himlay has.
And please, guys, if you are putting your name, kindly put your name and then ask the question. Otherwise, we are skipping that, because there is, if name is not there, I really don't wanted to call you from your social media ID name. So please, respecting your request, please put your name and then put your question.
Okay, we have a super chat. His ANN, I don't know the name, but his question is fresh donut baker okay for points in CEC?
Yes. So again, ANN, please, bhai, please put your name, man. I really don't like to call you ANN. So please, I just request to all the Can family members, put your name and then put your question. But as the question goes, definitely baker is qualified under CEC, but once again, duties are important. If your employer just say you are a baker, it has no value. The duties has to match with a baker knock code, and if it is matching, then you're good to go. So if you can ask your employer to give a duties, look into the NOC code of baker, which is 363200, I believe. Look into that knock code, and you can able to match the knock code with your reference letter. If it is there, definitely good for the CEC.
We have a question from Himay, who has asked, "Hi, my name is Himi. Which knock code does marketing business development representative come in, and can we get PR through it?"
So hi Himla. Once again, the knock code is not just based upon the job title. Your employer can call you team member, business development, representative, anything. Your knock code is depending upon the duties. Whichever knock code you are selecting, 90% of your duties has to match with that particular knock code, then only that is a knock code. A lot of people come to me and say that, no, I called one of the immigration firm and I just told that I'm working as a PSW or I'm working as a development associate, and they told that this is a knock code. I said that take that in writing, because now by looking the title, your duties are different. So for example, if a person is working as a welder but doing the duties as a maintenance operator, possible. So you cannot select a tight knock code of welder. You have to select the knock code of maintenance supervisor, maintenance operator, because your duties is as per that. Please, I have seen lot of refusals, PFL letter, because of this one reason, that people just go with a name search, like literally ChatGPT. Oh my God. In my consultation, most of the people tell me ChatGPT told me this. I said that, okay, if ChatGPT told you this, do you believe it? So no. So why? Please don't do that. Look into the NOC code. If your duties are matching with one of the knock code, that is a knock code. Please don't do ChatGPT or the Google search. That will never get you the right exact answer.
Is there a possible way how people can find out what the knock code is to the responsibility?
Yeah, it's very easy. You just like, okay, so now it needs a little bit of a research and a little bit of patience, because what you have to do is first you need to look into your duties. Now you need to look into what kind of sector you are working. You can use the Google or ChatGPT for that to first of all just understand the knock codes which can come under the based upon those duties. But now don't just trust what ChatGPT is telling you. ChatGPT is just a baby. Whatever you are trained, that is only the ChatGPT is telling you now. Okay. So now once you find the knock code which is closely resembling, now you need to go through that one by one each knock code. You need to look into three things. One, lead statement, which is like under the knock code, there is a particular section which mention about where the person can work, what are the major responsibilities, okay? Then it comes to duties. The duties has to match 90%. And the third thing is employer requirement, where you need to meet all the education qualification or work experience. If these three things are matching, then only this is gonna be considered as your knock code. Because if sometime what happens is, a person who did 12th, say that I'm working as a business analyst. Now, if you look into business analyst, there is a degree requirement is there in employment session.
Okay.
So even though a person meet with the lead statement and the duties, if the education is not matching, unfortunately, that's the not or knock code which can get you the PR. Your PR application will be refused. Got an answer?
Okay, guys, I'm gonna not lie to you, but I don't think we can cover all the answers. So if you have any important question,
Okay, let's go
ahead.
fast.
Let's try to.
Now let's go with the rapid fire round.
I'm
going to consider that in 30 seconds. If you did not get your proper answer, please forgive me. Put that in the comment. I will definitely answer that in reply.
I'm so sorry, Vishnu. My this thing is lagging. Okay, we got it. All right. We have Jitin, who is from Ontario. He said, I got an IT in the last draw. My foreign work experience was a cash job, but I can get a reference letter, salary certificate, and affidavit. I mentioned it in my SOP as well.
Hi, Jitin. Then you're good to go. You don't have to worry. But again, once again, your PR application is processed based upon the document you submit. Do a strong document submission. You're good to go.
All right. We have a no name. How does that happen? I don't know. But says my score is 515 and with spouse, and my permit is expiring in 2026 Jan. What are the chances of getting an invitation under CEC?
Most probably by this year or most probably the first quarter of next year, you should be receiving your invitation. 519 is a really good score. If you can able to do something to boost it to 520 plus, by next couple of months, you can expect your invitation. 519 is also a decent score where I would say if even 3 CEC draw comes subsequently for 2000, 3000, you should be one of them who will be receiving an invitation. So all the best.
Vishnu, I know we have a lot of questions, but one important question I feel like is one which we receive a lot right now is people who have applied for unaccompanied spouse, when they get the invitation, then now the question is, can I add my spouse right now if the score is getting around more than the CRS cutoff?
Yes. So even after getting the invitation, like I mentioned, you can able to make changes to the profile. If you wanted to add your spouse, if you wanted to not add your spouse, you wanted to remove some experience, you want to add some education, you can do that. But everything goes with a proper explanation, because now whatever changes you make after the invitation, now it's on a CIC officer to process in, like whether he feel that, okay, did you done any kind of misrepresentation or not. So if that kind of scenario comes, talk to any legal representative, take a better advice and include the proper explanation letter. Definitely, even after getting the invitation, you can able to include your spouse if your CRS point is still above after adding your spouse. So again, there are a few conditions. Better to talk to any legal licensed immigration person. Take their assistance if it is a major shift like adding a spouse or adding some experience after the invitation. You should go through someone who already dealt with those kind of scenario. Otherwise, I have seen PFL and refusals and misrepresentation in those kind of cases.
Okay. Going back to the questions. Lakshmi Chitra, hi, hello Can. I hope you are doing great. Just one question. My CRS is 463 in the education field. Is there any possibility of getting an invitation?
Hi Lakshmi, really good profile. So I believe she's our client.
Chitra.
Yeah. So hi Lakshmi. So yes, definitely 463 is a really good score. But if possible, try to improve your score and bring it to 470. The reason why I'm saying that is last education draw was around 479 around. So if it comes down, it may come down by 5 or 6 points. So, but again, education is one of the most priority sector at this point. So 463, hopefully you should be receiving an invitation, but you may need to wait 1 year or maybe like 8 months. But if your CRS point can go up to 470 and beyond that, you can expect the draw in next, like you can expect the invitations couple of draw. So that just makes your invitation faster. So try to boost your CRS point.
Awesome. We have Adrian Simati, another client of ours. Hey guys, appreciate all your help. Question: if a primary goes to India while is an implied status to get 6 months of experience in health, will it impact the status of secondary spousal open work permit who will be in Canada?
No, bro, it's all good. So Adrian, she can definitely go. She can start gaining experience. You can be in Canada and you can able to continue on your implied status. All good.
All right. Samya Samuel has a question. Working as a patient care coordinator, but having more of administrative roles, will that qualify for healthcare category under 33102 as patient service associate?
Okay. Now it depends upon your duties. Technically, the one which you're working is an administrative job. It has no direct touch or direct care to the client. But still, if your employer is good, you're doing certain jobs, then again, you need to talk to your employer, get that in writing. That duty has to match with the 33102. But again, a lot of iffy kind of thing. Better to take a consultation with any immigration firms to get a better understanding.
Ramya Benny. Hi Vishnu, I've completed Masters in Finance and have 4 years of experience in India. Can I work as a carpenter for my PR? Do I need to have license to work in this field?
No, carpenter don't need a license, but it definitely need a certain experience and blueprint reading, something like that is there, which you have to do. Again, you can do that in like 1 month, 2 weeks of course is that. So if you are looking for carpenter, like I said, look for the carpenter knock code, go into the employment requirement. There you can able to see the qualification which is required. Fulfill that, you're good to go and work as a carpenter. Very good way to get the PR.
Guri has a really good question. I have an experience in India and I'm not sure if my agent added it in my study permit file and I didn't add it in my work permit application as well. Should I use it for my PR file or not mention about it at all?
Okay, so Guri, now you need to talk to your agent. You need to ask them to give you the IMM form which is submitted. So if you can look into IMM form or look into your SOP, you can able to find whether he or you mentioned that in your study permit or not. If it is not mentioned, definitely I will not recommend you to mention that now for the PR, because I have seen a lot of PFL letters and refusal and misrepresentation coming for those individuals who have not shown any experience in a previous application, but suddenly now the experience is coming. Agent say that yeah, you can put it and we can put a strong submission. No, you already submitted, validated the application form before. If any information change happened, that considered as a misrepresentation. So please avoid putting a new experience if it is not shown in previous application.
All right, Sans has a question. Is 507 good CIC score for this year? 507.
507 is a good score, but if you are working in a general knock code, then I would say you may need to wait for a long time. Right now, this year, my assumption is somewhere the score may drop around 510 based upon the current scenarios, even if the CIC draw happening properly. Otherwise, score will remain 515 and above. But if 507, my recommendation to you would be try to work on your English proficiency or try to gain a foreign work experience online, which can boost your CRS point. 507, it's like a gray area at this point.
I mean, there was a good hope, but I think after the last draw.
After the last draw, again, like now,
Yeah.
what I'm noticing is immigration is looking more into only in priority sector, which is health, education, and the agriculture, and definitely the French. So these are the 4 sector which everyone is right now focusing on. Agriculture, there's only butcher. 1 draw must be coming very soon, but other than that, French, education, and the health is the only 3 category which is prioritized for this year.
Okay, Saad Salim has a question. I have 519 CRS, and what are the chances of getting an invitation? And I'm on an implied status right now. I applied for work permit extension 2 months ago.
Hi, sir. So 590 is a really good score. I don't know why you missed the last draw. It was 518. But again, if you are on 590, you have a very good chance to get an invitation in this year. So if you receive like if your work permit extension don't get approved, or even if you get it approved, you can stay in Canada on a visitor record or on a work permit. Try to just wait for the draw. 590 is a wonderful score, man. You don't need to worry.
All right, Josh Thomas has a question. May I know, is it mandatory that we should have status in Canada at the time of OINP Express Entry skilled trade nomination, as by the time work permit will be expired and should go back to the home country?
So hi George, you need to be on a valid status in Canada, so you can be on a visitor record if you like, that's fine. But if you leave Canada and you don't have a status, your PNP can be refused. So please try to be in Canada if your PNP is already under process.
Patel Mayanak has a question. To qualify for French draw, what are the requirements for CLB, and for extending work permit under French category, do I need only CLB 5 in listening and speaking?
Hi Patel bhai. So now, 2 things. To get into the express entry, you definitely need to have a score of NCLC level 7, nothing less than that. So NCLC level 7 is mandatory to go into express entry. Now, I'm noticing that a lot of agencies are now keeping this buff right now that okay, even with NCLC level 5, the work permit extension is possible. Please note, the public policy is already expired as of June 15th. After that, usually whenever the regulation change happened, that 1 month time or 1.5 month time, if someone even do the application submission, It depends upon a CIC officer to look into, okay, whether they give some kind of exception. Maybe those are the applications which might getting refused, like are getting approved. But I have noticed the application of CLB5 application getting refused also, because like I said, the agencies or the French speaking classes, they only wanted to show you the positive side of it. So they only show you that, okay, my client did NCLC level 5 and got a work permit approval. How many of them got a work permit approval? Ask them, and ask them to show the work permit approval sheet. Because now I can show you the application which was submitted in July got refused because the CIC officer requested for NCLC level 7. So once again, if someone got an approval, it's a good luck for them. But again, as of now, the CIC is looking into the old regulation which need NCLC level 7. So if you are planning to get a work permit extension, just be safe. Don't take a risk, or even you can call the CIC directly to get a clarity on this. All the best, Patel bhai.
All right. We have a super chat from Sachin S. Anand, who has asked, if SOWP application is rejected, can we try for LMI or work permit?
Yes. Hi Sachin, definitely you can. So if your work permit get refused, spousal open work permit, the next step is you need to apply for a Vista record, which will grant you a status in Canada. Once you are in Canada, then you can able to start looking for the LMI. However, the work permit is only possible when you are outside Canada. So I would say if your status is not there, in spite of being here and going into a financial crisis, you can go back home, ask your employer to start the LMI application. Right now, the LMI process is way more faster. 1 month for advertisement, 1 month to get it approved, and around 2 months to get a work permit, outland work permit to get approved. Inland, the work permit is taking around 7 to 9 months, but outland, it's getting approved way more faster. So if Sachin, you are the one who don't have a status, ask your employer for LMI, go to India, have all the process from there. See you soon by end of this year.
Okay, that's actually a very valid option. Basically, if your spouse is not able to find like a TSO or not.
But now the point is, the rumors, the pressure, the society pressure, the peer group pressure. Most of the international students just believe, okay, what people will say. When people are not there to pay your bills, please notice that if you are not working here, it's way more expensive to live here, and your mental health will be disoriented. So better going back home, being with your family, not paying the rent, having a 3-time food, focusing on your IELTS, self-paper, or you're learning French, gaining an experience, and coming back is most important rather than just staying here for 1 year and 2 years on the same point. And if you don't receive an invitation, it's literally a waste of time. So please think out of the box. Don't think like how everyone is thinking. It's all sheep walk.
Go on. All right, Vaishak has a question. Hi, I applied for PGWP and hopefully I will reach 503 CRS score by next year. I don't have a occupation in healthcare field or any other categories. Do you suggest doing French?
Yes, you can. If you are having the basic knowledge about it, definitely you should do French. French is the most easiest way to get a PR, but I just hate how the agencies put that, okay, anyone can do the French. If you can spend your 4 to 5 hours a day, yes, definitely 6 to 9 months, you can able to score a very good proficiency. But if you don't have time, if you never learn French, it may take ages to get you the NCLC level 5 even, or even when you write 2-3 times, you can get demotivated, depression, and those kind of things are most common. So please, whatever you do, look into all the options and then make a decision. Better take recommendation from any professional after they evaluate your profile, so that you know, okay, these are the options and I have to work on one of this.
All right, Pravina has a question. To clarify, I'm 31 years old and my BTech graduate is from IT. How strong would you recommend Express Entry?
Hi Pravina, it depends upon how your experience. If you have an experience, then it's a very good profile. If you don't have an experience, you may need to look into Canadian work experience, and depending upon your CRS or your employer support, you can look for the PR.
And she has a 778 as well.
Yeah, but again, it depends upon, so your English proficiency is good, your background is good, but your work experience, and then you need to calculate your CRS point. If CRS point is more than 500, well and good.
All right, Atmika has a question. I have 2 years of experience completing in September. I have 528 by then. Do you think there are any chances I can get selected through upcoming Express Entry draw?
September. Yeah, definitely. 528, you're just waiting for one draw. Even if the draw comes for 2000 or 2500.
She has a follow-up because I can help you direct your answer better. She is working as a clinical coordinator now back home, 1 year experience as a molecular biologist.
Buddhijeevi.
Is there any way I can get into nurse, order, line position, any occupation that you can think of?
Man, 528. Please don't panic yourself. Your score is really good. If you're just waiting for a draw to happen for 2000 invitation or even 1000, if it happened 2 times, you should be the one who should be receiving the invitation. 520 is really a good score. But again, yeah, if you wanted to have options, definitely you can look into other. If you have a good employer, you can able to work. Why not? Possible.
Okay, Akil Kannan has a question. Can you suggest institutions providing under 6 months per PSW course that helps for category-based draw?
Very huge liability at this point. A lot of immigration firms are getting into this. We do not support any kind of employment or any kind of agencies right now because of the previous experiences. So please, I would recommend you to take any third-party assistance to get into the college. Google it, go directly visit their private institutes, ask them your question and then make a decision, Akhil. അറിയാണ്ട് പോലും മൂന്നാമത്തെ ഒരാൾ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഇടയിൽ വരുന്ന ഒരാൾക്ക് പൈസ കൊടുക്കാണ്ടിരിക്കുക. അത് നിങ്ങളുടെ ട്യൂഷൻ ഫീസാണ് കൂട്ടാൻ പോകുന്നത് because the person will charge you extra money. So please Google search, go in person, talk to them.
Okay, Manthan has a question. I worked more than 3 days to cover less hours and submit my CEC file before deadline, but I won't get in the last salary slip for the last 3 days in time, as I get it bi-weekly. Is it okay, or is there any options I can justify that?
Hi Manthan, again documentation related, I don't like to comment just because the application is already submitted. It's a legal liability for me, so I like to avoid it. If you need a clarity on it, better to contact our office, or you can contact any other immigration firm who can give you an answer on that. Sorry for that, bhai.
All right, Saad has a question. I have one. I'm married and my wife is with me. Can I apply for her PR without adding her? What are the chances of getting her the PR in that way?
Possible. What's the name?
Saad Salim.
Okay. Hi Saad. Definitely you can do that, but again it depends upon the explanation you are giving why you are not including your wife. We have did a long video on that. If you go back to our last 2 weeks of a long video, I have very clearly explained about how this rumor started, what you have to do. If you're going through any immigration firm, what they have to do. I have explained everything. So just go back to our last 2 weeks reel or a video. There it is already there on YouTube.
Milton has a question. For Francophone Mobility Program, it's CLB 7 now. Can I come back to CLB 5? Can it come back to CLB 5? How to apply for it inside of Canada if status is expiring or expired?
Okay, so Milton, it's really good, man. So again, it's a public policy. So if you're looking into a regular IRPA for extending the work permit under the Francophone, you need to have NCLC level 7. 2 years back in 2023, the CIC has changed the requirement. They said that, okay, even if you have an NCLC level 5, you are eligible to apply for a work permit extension. But now, yes, there are talks going on that now again the NCLC level 5 will be the requirement because again, Canada wanted to boost Francophone community. So definitely it is a possibility, but as of now, there is no such public policy. So we are back to NCLC level 7 as of today when I'm talking to you.
All right. All right, we going into, I don't know.
There's a super chat.
Is there a super chat? Okay.
We need to do fast.
Okay, let's go.
2:30.
Okay, AJ, Jaren here, wife working as dental assistant in Kitchener. She has 2 years of experience in India. Possible to add her paid internship during her degree as experience in India.
Yeah, what's her name?
Jaren.
Hi Jaren, definitely it's a very good profile. She is qualified into multiple streams of the PR. So yes, if it is the internship was paid, definitely you can able to add under the foreign work experience, and it's a very good possibility that she can get a PR by this year itself under the healthcare drop. So all the best.
And Adwit Kumar has a question as well. I'm working as a cook residing in Quebec. I came after 12th. Is there any chances for me to get in the trade category? I'm learning French too. My IELTS is CLB 7. Any salary requirements for the cook position?
So same thing. If you learn French, then definitely it is a very good option to go through a Francophone, or you can look into the Quebec PR streams. But other than that, if you came after 12th, I would say definitely the PNP streams would be the better option, where IELTS is not a major requirement, but employer support is. So all the best with that.
Okay, all right. Going back into a couple of other questions. don't want to miss out anything. I'm not missing out anything. Because if we have already answered your question, given an answer for one, we're gonna focus on the ones who hasn't received an answer. Swami Prajit has a question.
Okay,
Hi.
last 10 minutes, guys.
Last time. The chat is already closed. Please don't go. Just we want to finish it. Swami Prajit has a question. Hi, my current CEC score is at 520. Our work permit's expiring in July 2027. Can we expect 520 this year? Also wanted to check if there will be an Ontario human capital draw this year.
Okay, 520 is a really good score, like I mentioned before. 520, very decent score. So you just needed to wait for 3 draws. If it comes around 3 to 4,000, score will drop to 520 easily. So 520, don't worry. If there is any other way to boost your score, do that. Otherwise, just wait.
Adora has a question. Hi, I'm an early childhood assistant. I applied for a job from offer in the job offer in ONP. What is my best score? What is the best option, I believe?
Offer ONP is the best score. Okay. Now, the
in early childhood assistant.
Early childhood ke applied on the job offer ONP. So now the job offer, again, I need a little bit more clarity on this because now the job offer PNP, there are 3 different PNPs are there. So if you can mention exactly which PNP you are looking for, then I can able to tell you. But in short, for international student, anything more than 80 points. For foreign worker job offer stream, anything which is more than 52, 53 points is a good score. And the in-demand stream, it's not coming under for the health for this particular knock code. So those are the bracket which are looking for a best score in the job offer for international student and foreign worker. All the best.
Atmak has a question. Hello, I would be interested to know on how to extend my work permit in case things don't go well for me. I'm on my 2nd year of my 3rd year work permit.
So hi there, better to talk to any immigration firm or contact us. We need to look into your profile to comment you on this question.
All right, Rose Maria Jose. I am working as an EC assistant and have experience of 1 year in software developer in India. Will my Indian experience be counted for education draw? For my CRS score is around 508.
Yeah. Hi, Rose Maria. Really good profile. 508. Just wait. എന്തായാലും എഡ്യൂക്കേഷൻ ഡ്രോയിൽ യു ഷുഡ് ബി റിസീവിങ് യുവർ ഇൻവിറ്റേഷൻ വെനെവർ ദ നെക്സ്റ്റ് ടൈം ഇറ്റ്സ് കമ്മിങ് അല്ലെങ്കിൽ പോലും CECയിൽ എന്തായാലും ഇൻവിറ്റേഷൻ കിട്ടും. സോ ഇൻ ബോത്ത് ദ വേസ് യു ആർ സേഫ്. You don't need to panic. Your previous experience can be counted in CEC also, so don't worry. It doesn't need to be on a same knock code. Yeah, that is also one of the rumors that you have to work in the same knock code, same background. Nothing like that. You can have a multiple knock codes. If you qualify, you fulfill all the employment requirement, you're good to go.
All right, Lal Krishna. I tried to make an express-entry profile. I used West Selpip 2 years before an experience and said I worked in Canada for less than a year, but the system doesn't let me apply for a create a profile.
Yeah, because hi Lal Krish. So it's basically because you might not meet the FSW requirement. FSW need a 67 point to create a profile. Once you complete your 1 year of experience in Canada, then you can able to create a profile. So yes, you have to wait.
Okay. PC only. Maybe you might have to put a name. Maybe we can.
Hi PC only name. Bye. Again, can family please put a name and then put a question, please.
Sir, can I change my path for PR? Can I work as a carpenter, complete a master's in finance and experience in accounts? Do I need a license? Yeah.
No, Ramya, you don't need a license, but look into the employment requirement of the particular knock code. It needs certain short courses which you can able to do very easily.
All right, Shane Samuel. Hey, my wife is residing in Canada. Would a remote job from home country be counted as foreign experience?
Hi Shane, yeah, definitely it is counted. It's a new regulation. We have made a lot of videos on it. If you go into our previous videos, you can able to see a detailed explanation on that.
A channel as well. You can go into this. Yeah, you can find the full video there. Okay, we're good actually. We're good, making good progress, Vishnu. Let's go. All right. Kuriakos Korean has a question. Hey Vishnu, while residing in Canada, would a remote job from home?
Just now.
We just answered that question.
So, hi Korean, just answer your question.
Actually, our team can put up a link for the full video where Vishnu has explained about the whole remote job work experience and how it can be counted. You can look into it.
And again, follow our channel so that you can get all the updates properly. Press the bell icon because every day we post some interesting fact or a news about the Canadian immigration. Don't miss any of that. So press the bell icon, like our channel, subscribe our channel. You will be always be updated with all our lives, contents. So just make your life a little bit stress-free about the Canadian immigration.
And you know what's the best part? It's free.
All credit goes to his team.
All right, let's go. The Shaibu family has, my husband is working, is a cook working in a closed work permit that expires in Jan 2025. Can I join him with study permit?
Shaibu. Hi Shaibu, definitely you can do that. So once he will go for study, then you can go on a spousal open work permit. But again, look into the spousal open work permit requirement, because not all the courses are qualified for spousal open work permit. Look into the requirement and then you can plan that. Better to talk to an immigration firm just to get a better idea about which study, which kind of courses can get work permit, study permit, and spousal open work permit. All the best.
Okay, Diviga has a question. PSW job in 1 year with 1 year experience have any chance now in the current situation to get a PR?
So Divika, definitely. It depends upon our CRS point, your profile, that which all category you are getting qualified. But if you have a 1 year of PSW, definitely you can get a PR. But like I said, your profile and your employer support decides that which pathway. So better to talk to any immigration firm or licensed profession just to rule out your options so that you can focus on one of the options properly and get your PR by this year. All the best.
Okay, Subhash Goda has a question. Hi, can family currently got laid off? My 2-year CEC is short of 46 hours. I'm unable to get a knock job. What should be my strategy? I'm thinking of going back home and come back and search.
Hi Subhash, you're supposed to get that done as soon as possible, but there is certain immigration exceptions are there. If you're just missing 48, 46 hours, that's not a big deal. Better you can talk to an immigration firm or call our office. Just book a question and answer session, which is like for $75 for 15 minutes. I can explain you about how to tackle the situation. It's very simple, but just on live, I cannot able to tell that. So it's better to book a question and answer session. Definitely, I can get you a solution for this. All the best.
Okay, Remo has a question. Can you please tell what are the documents required for spousal sponsorship and avoid refusal?
Hi Ramo, very big question, man. So it's like a very easy application, but it's very huge. In short, I would say look into IMM 5533. This is the IMM form which tell you about the checklist of spousal open work permit, spousal PR sponsorship, IMM 5533. Google it, you will find it. That can get you all the answer. If you need any assistance, please feel free to reach our office.
Atira has question. Hi, thank you for the updates. The GC is the GC key or the PR portal more accurate? My GC key says that they started reviewing my eligibility, but the PR portal says they haven't started it yet.
Hello, Atira. So this is something called as a CIC. Never ask question to your dad to CIC. It's the same thing. They can do whatever they want. So please, it's nothing about the accuracy. You just need to look into the end product. So which is like application is completed, you are a PR. So once again, checking every day doesn't make any change to your PR application. Just stick with the plan that you have to wait for the decision. That's all. Don't panic. Anything can happen. Sometimes it says that medical is completed. Sometimes say medical is not completed. I have so noticed that kind of thing. So very common. Nothing to concern for you.
Okay, Shane Samuel. Hey, any other? Hey, do you think working as a general manager in a food industry company would help me get a PR, or should I switch and to do what would you recommend should be my experience?
Okay, food industries I don't recommend you, but again it depends upon your profile, because if someone's CRS point is around 520 by working as a restaurant cook or manager, really good. So without looking into your profile or looking into your whole background, it's very difficult to comment. It would be legal liability on me. So better reach someone who can able to look into your profile and guide you what should be your next action plan.
Okay, Chef B. Kotial has a question. Buy any PR hope for meat cutters or meat packer?
Buy meat cutters and in demand stream. Talk to your employer. If your employer is ready to support you, in demand stream definitely can get you the PR, but your employer has to support for that. Look into it. And also the job need to be outside GTA. So if you are falling under those kind of requirement, in demand stream, pakka PR likhe dega.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna skip any questions with spousal, YNPs and all. Make sure you can put it in the chat. Our team will probably reach out after this live. I have an LMI in 82013 knock code. Does it help with extending my spousal work permit?
I'm not very good with numbers and names, so we can post the spousal open work permit approved NOC codes.
It's already there in the link. You
It's
can
already,
actually-
yeah. So we already put that link there, so you can able
It's
to
on
look
the
into.
pinned link. You can find it right there.
At the top, it's already in white. There, it's there. You can see. I believe it is there in the spousal open work permit now code, but please go and verify that using that link, where you can able to confirm that, and definitely then you can able to submit a spousal open work permit.
Razmi has a question. Hi, I'm on a francophone with 420 CRS. What are the chances for especially for 2026? Because I know there's no way for this late 2025.
420 is a really good score. If you are already in the francophone express entry draw, you're just waiting for the draw to happen. You should be getting your invitation very fast.
Jaren has a question. Is it possible to possible documents required for the paid internship from university or college?
Required, possible the document required. Again, man, Jaren, it depends upon the documentation, how the documents are going through. If you look into the documentation, if you can get it, that's well and good. But you have to prove that the job has these duties and this much amount is got paid. It's compulsory document.
I feel so bad, but Sufyan has given us a super chat. Hey, can we expect another or more healthcare draws this year? I missed out by 2 points. I'm at 460.
Sufyan bhai, pakka PR hoga. Don't worry. 468 is a really good score. But if possible, try to write your English proficiency exam once again. IELTS, LPPT. If you're from Gujarat side, do PT. PT is a very good high probability to improve your score. If you can go around more than 470, last wale draw mein PR aa jata hai yaar. So please work on your English. Don't wait for that score to come down. Reach to the score where it can come next time. So all the best.
All right, Anis, hey, that's from India, 100 rupees. Okay. Has a question. I'm a dentist from India with 7 years of experience in CRS and score is around 362. My wife is also a dentist. Is there any chances for PR, PNP also? Can you explain in Malayalam?
Malayalam. Anis, സുഖല്ലേ? So നല്ലൊരു സ്കോറാണ് 362. ബട്ട് അഗെയിൻ 362 പോയി കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ അത്ര ഈസി ആയിട്ട് PR കിട്ടില്ല. ബിക്കോസ് ദ ഓൺലി സ്ട്രീം വിച്ച് യു മൈറ്റ് ബി ലുക്കിംഗ് ഇസ് നമ്മുടെ ഹ്യൂമൻ ക്യാപിറ്റൽ പ്രയോറിറ്റി സ്ട്രീം അതിലുള്ള സ്ട്രീം. പറ്റുകയാണെങ്കിൽ വൈഫിൻ്റെ അടുത്ത് അല്ലെങ്കിൽ രണ്ടുപേരും ചേർന്നിട്ട് ഒന്ന് IELTS ചെയ്താൽ നോക്കൂ. എങ്ങനെ പോയാലും ഒരു 400, 440, 450 വന്നു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ then it's a very high possibility to get a PR. പക്ഷെ അതിൻ്റെ ഇടയ്ക്ക് തന്നെ കാറ്റഗറി ബേസ് അല്ലാണ്ട് ഹെൽത്ത് കെയർ അല്ലാണ്ട് പറ്റുകയാണെങ്കിൽ look into employer-based PNPs. So international student job offer stream, foreign worker job offer stream. ഇങ്ങനത്തെ സ്ട്രീമും കൂടി നോക്കൂ. പറ്റുകയാണെങ്കിൽ ചിലപ്പോൾ അതിലും PR കിട്ടാൻ ഈസി ആയിരിക്കും. All the best.
Arjun has a question. My profile, Express Entry Technician 22310 with 1.5 experience, have 1 year of experience in India, 7.5 IELTS. Can we expect STEM draw? Sorry. What other streams can I apply? I have 1.2 years of work permit left. Lot of hearts. Thank you, Vishnu and team.
So Arjun, really good score, but I believe your English proficiency can improve bit if you can able to get at least CLB 9, which is 8 in listening and rest all 7. You are sitting around 520 plus point, which is a very good score to get a PR. With a lower CRS point only, your CRS point is low. So try to work on your English proficiency. Definitely next 1.5 year, you can proudly say that you are a PR of Canada. All the best, bro.
Okay, Matthews Cherry, and I am a 24-year-old doctor with 1 year of experience in India. Any scope of PR from India under healthcare with the score of 475?
Oh, definitely. 475, doctor. Yeah, definitely, man. 475 is a really good score. You can go under the express entry itself. 475 is a brilliant. You don't even have to be concerned about too much. But again, look into the documentation. Stay away from a lot of false assurances. Create your express entry profile. Look also into the PNP. Express entry based PNP draw. You should be getting your invitations through that. Man, all the best. Looking forward. Doctors, Canada need you.
Akhil Khannan has a question. Can I do a less than 6 months of course while I'm on my work permit? Can I go back work for 6 months? Will I be eligible under the category draw? Is any certification mandatory?
Hi Akhil, definitely you can go and you can get a 6 months of experience. But now it depends upon whether in back home the licensing or certification is required or not. If the certification is not required, you can go and do the experience. That's totally fine because only in that particular country certification is required. Then only you have to meet that. So all the best. You can go back home, 6 months vacation, get a PR.
Okay, last 10 minutes, guys. We have got the countdown started. Okay, Parth has a question. Hi, I'm working full time as a pizza cook, and I'm doing 40 hours every week. So if will I finish 1520 hours before 1 year? So can you enter? Can enter in Express Entry, and is 440 a good score under skill trade?
So two things very important. One, cook, pizza cook is not a cook knock code. Just to make it very simple, we have did a detailed video on our YouTube. You can go and check there. Pizza cook is not a cook title. That's one. Second thing,
It's
yes,
not
if you are
chef-
making
chef type.
yeah, so if you're looking into it, then again look into the knock codes and everything. Please be very careful while selecting that knock code. I have seen refusals, so please be very careful with that. Second thing, yes, if you are having what was the question? 420 point, right?
420 and under trade.
Yeah, 420 under
Skill.
trade skilled is not a good score.
440. Sorry.
Yeah, 440 is really not a good score for the skill trade at this year, because as you know, there are a lot of people who are waiting for skill draw. Even if the draw comes for 4,000, the score will still remain more than 500. So you should look for some other options where you can able to look from your employer support to get qualified into the PNPs. That would be my personal recommendation to you.
Okay. The Tashank has a follow-up. Pharmacy assistant or PSW? What are your aspects?
PSW,
Okay.
pharmacy assistant, difficult to get a job. PSW, easy to get a job compared to the pharmacy assistants. That's why.
Okay, Abhijit Mohan. I got a PR refusal because of misrepresentation. Currently, I've created a new profile with a score of 503. My work permit is valid until November 2026. Do you have any recommendation?
Abhijit, first of all, you need to look into your representation if there's a ban or not. If it's a ban, then again, you cannot able to apply for any other applications. Better to talk to any legal professional before you put a new application in, just to be on safe side. So all the best. Take care, man.
This is a good question, but a lot of people have. PSW is not in the list of Express Entry healthcare sector.
Okay, so that is a partial information or a misleaded information, I would say, because now PSW, residential care worker, home care support worker, the title can be anything, doesn't matter. 33102 is something which you are looking into if you wanted to get into that particular knock code. People can say PSW, the employer can call you as a team member, that's fine. 33102 knock code has to be matched. Second, 42201 social service worker. Again, it can be called as a home care support worker or a community worker, anything. Title doesn't matter, duties matters.
Okay, Sagar, I'm a dentist in India and have 2 years of experience from back home here in Canada working as a dental assistant for the last 1 year. Self-PIP score is around 49987. Under which category can I apply for my PR?
So he's working as a dental assistant. Healthcare draw, definitely, if you can improve your self-PIP score, try to score 9 individual, you're sitting around 500 points if you have a 1 year of foreign work experience plus 1 year of Canadian work experience.
Okay.
All the rest.
Tamil Nalavan has said, hey, Shaibu family has said, Fatima, her name is Fatima by the way. She said, thank you so much for responding.
Hi, Fatima.
Remo has said, I have not accompanied my spouse of my PR and she's living currently in India. Now she's in India, and what is the best reason to show her as a sponsor?
Hi Ramo, it depends upon now your profile. Better to talk to any immigration firm or licensed profession to explain your background, your profile, so that they can able to help you to find a reason. But it's basically need to come from you. So any reason which you can justify is good reason.
Okay, he also has a question.
Sorry.
We are a question. So can you please tell what are the documents mandatory for spousal sponsorship?
We already said that.
We already said that. Okay. Tamil Nilavan has said, hey, I'm a student where my permit expires in the mid of March, but I'm planning to take a break. Is that okay?
Okay. Hi Fatima, you need to reach one of
Tamil Nilavan.
Tamil Naravan is the Fatima, right?
No, that is this thing. That is
Okay.
the Shaibu.
Okay. Hi. So Tamil.
Tamil. His
Tamil
name is
Bannu.
Tamil. His name is actually Tamil.
Now,
Yeah.
can I go in Tamil?
Go ahead.
Okay. So if you want to take a break, definitely that is possible. But I would say better to talk to your college international office. என்னன்னா இப்போ ப்ராப்பர்லி இப்போ கோர்ஸ் பண்ணனா இப்போ பிரேக் பண்ணனா லைக் இஃப் யுவர் காலேஜ் இஸ் அப்ரூவிங் தட் அப்போ தான் யூ கேன் ஏபிள் டு டேக் அ பிரேக் அல்லனா இட் இஸ் கோயிங் இன் டு அ கேப் விச் கேன் ஹேவ் அ மேஜர் இஷ்யூ while you are applying for post-grad open work permit. I'm losing my Tamil and going into
It's okay. He called. I remember Tamil calling the office and he asked Tamil. I was like a Tamil consultant.
Tamil
Theriyuma.
theriyuma.
I was like, "Theri."
It's like I need to go in that mode right now. It's English, Hindi,
It's
Malayalam.
English. Everything's
3
all over
languages
the
are running
place.
on in my mind.
All right, and I think we'll go to the last two questions, Vishnu.
And Remo, yes, if you have any doubts or question, you can call our office on Monday. Otherwise, you can, again, like I said, IMM 5533 to explain all the document checklist there.
Okay, Navya Murali. Hi Vishnu, I completed 2 years of CEC in Canada and now working as an registered ECE in Ontario. My employer isn't supporting for PR. Should I try PR options or should I find a new employer?
You just need to find a good IELTS tutor or self-pip tutor, improve your score. Even if you have a 2 years of Canadian work experience, if you have a degree from back home, you are sitting around 480 points. The last education draw was 479. You would have received that. So please don't follow the sheep. Like everyone say, moving the province, changing the employer. It's about how good your profile and what you can do without spending a lot of money and try avoid stress. So please focus on your English. You should be getting a PR this year. All the best.
And Shane Files says, hey, my name is Shane. I'm new to your channel. Thank you so much for coming and joining
Shane.
us.
Thank you.
Just applied for CIC 504. Can I apply for PNP in BC? Now knock 2210 and can I apply for LMI with my employee before my PGWP expires in September 2026?
Hi Shane, thank you for joining our channel. We value your support, but yes, LMI anytime is possible. It's not going to help you with your PR application, but definitely it can get you a work permit extension. So if your work permit is about to expire in September 2026, you can able to start it now, or even you can start it like around 7-8 months before your work permit expire. You go on closed work permit. By that time, if you're sitting on 508, you must have completed your 1 more year of experience, which make a score more than 520. Beautiful score to get a PR. In meantime, if you are not reached to a maximum CLB in your English proficiency, try to focus on that. You should get a PR in 2026, man. You deserve to be. All the best.
Okay, you remember Saad's profile? Because he has a follow-up question. Does sending her back to India before invitation reduce the chances of getting the PR rejection?
Go down. So now, it depends upon your reasoning. It all depends upon...
1 second. That's good.
Bless you. So, anything is possible, Saad, but it depends upon how you do documentation, what are the reasoning you're putting in. So it's not about sending her back or not. Again, it may not even need it, but better to talk to any immigration firm who can you trust so that they can tell you what you have to do and how you can plan your PR. It's very difficult to say that, okay, if you send her now, it will influence or not, no one can tell you because it's all depend upon your reasoning, what you're submitting with the application.
Okay.
So Saj, I believe you got an answer.
Parth has a follow-up. I work at a pizza store as a pizza cook, which covers all cook duties. So that's why has confused about it.
Yeah. So Parth, if it is like all the duties are covered, then it is good. But still, look into your website menu. If something is there, like where you're working through a franchisee, like pizza, there is no duties of cook there. So please be very careful. We have did a long video when the cook was added. So in January, if you go through, we have did a long video on this particular cook kind of a knock code that can educate you on it. But again, if you are good, you're already working with some immigration firm, they have told that is good, then you don't need to worry. All the best, bye.
All right, Sinalus George Shaji, hi Vishnu, is it mandatory to match the job title with knock code in CEC? Responsibilities are aligned with the knock code 22100. And the title is an operator.
Again, yes, the knock code has to match 90%, then only you are falling under the particular knock code. Unfortunately, without looking your explain letter, I cannot able to comment, but I would say contact any immigration firm, get your experience letter, get evaluated to find the right exact knock code. And if someone say, yeah, based upon the operator or the title, don't trust them. No one in this world can tell you by just looking into the title, because title can mask the whole duties depending upon what your employer calls you. So duties are most important.
And to the last question for the day is Vaishak, who said, hi, I don't have experience back home. I have completed degree back home and here PG diploma in IT. I don't know what to get PR, struggling to get IT job because of the lack of experience. So my question is, if I reach you, can you help me give a proper way to achieve PR? There are lots of ways like RCAP, Francophone, blah blah, but I don't know how to get PR. If I reach, can you help me out?
Yeah. So Vaishak, let me just give you a summary of my consultations. Like if you're booking a full consultation, there is no time limit for it. The consultation will last until your all the doubts and questions are done. Once you book a consultation, you will get a date. 30 minutes around, my team usually collect your entire background, which is like your education, your experience, your family relation information, everything. Once the consultation will start with me, you will be getting options. And again, I give you options in a way that which you can do by yourself without spending the money, without even depending upon the employer, without even taking any immigration firm assistance. And then I usually give around like 5 to 7 different options minimum, by which you can able to exactly point out which option will work for you. And that's how a consultation work. If someone already took our consultation, you know someone, talk to them. They can tell you how elaborate usually our consultation go, because it can go for 2 hours, 3 hours sometime. I don't mind it, because again, my responsibility with my client is that whatever you pay, you should be satisfied that, okay, yeah, I got an answer. It's not like 15-minute kind of appointment. It's a full appointment. So it's my responsibility that at the end of the appointment, you will say that, yes, I got a better understanding. And definitely, I don't recommend learning French. I don't recommend changing the province. I don't recommend paid employment. Those are not even my recommendations in my consultations. Proud to say that.
Okay, I finally got MPNP and I opted for PNP non-express entry. Do I need proof of funds or am I exempted as I am CEC eligible candidate?
Okay, I got a finally MPBNP. No. Okay, so Parul, if you are already submitted, you are like already you are working in Manitoba, you are already working in Canada. Technically, you don't have to put any kind of a show money or anything. You are exempt from that because your annual income is more than the show money what is required. Just include the explanation letter with your notice of assessment and your current pay stubs, which justify that you don't need to have a show money. But yes, if you can, definitely you can able to put it. That is just make your application a little bit more stronger. All the best. Thank you. And thank you, Shane from Philippines. Man, I have a lot of clients from there. You guys are very sweet. Thank you. Thank you. And
Vaishak
Anis,
is,
Vaishak, Akshay, thank you guys. Thanks a lot to joining us today for this live. Definitely we will be coming next week also. Join our Instagram page because we usually put a poll there what topic you would like to have a live on. So again, you decide what would be the next topic. Whatever comment we get most, we will be doing a live on that particular topic. And
I hope all of your questions have been answered. We did skip a couple of questions which were repetitive. So if you can go back into the live, there are clips where Vishnu has explained the same answers. Or even if in the upcoming weeks, our team will be posting the reels about these questions. So you can probably find an answer through that. Drop a like, share, and subscribe to our page so that you get updated on the most recent and the latest immigration news.
And our motive is always to educate our CAN family, because again, PR is possible. It is yours if you follow the right path. And again, try to avoid the rumors. And if you are educated, definitely you will never make a mistake that why you are even moving the province. And most of our client family member are usually getting a PR in the same way. So I hope with this note, let's end today's live. See you next time, but definitely we'll be meeting a lot of clients during a telephonic and video consultations. I'm in the kitchen right now, so looking forward to meet you guys in person.